Dillian, the body snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Right, so as a lot of you will be fully aware, every month I do like to keep everybody updated with what's going on in the boxing world as far as the heavyweight world rankings are concerned. Of course, we're talking right the way across the sanctioning bodies. And right before I left for my 2-3 day excursion down there, Leeds, which I might explain in a previous video why I was there, it was only the WBA that had updated their rankings by the time I left. So, of course, I quickly recorded those and they were scheduled to upload while I was away. The other ones hadn't updated theirs at that point. Now there are some updates. So on this one, we're going to be talking about the Ring magazine. For those of you who haven't seen last month's rankings, that will pop up at the end of this video just so you can do a comparison. But I'm going to tell you what the changes are anyway. And there is actually a change in here. And it's actually a change that you and I were asking for, because on last month's video, I could actually copy in, and I was having some back and forth in that as well with the editors now of the Ring magazine. And they have actually made some changes. Was it because of that? No idea whatsoever. Or maybe they just saw sense. I don't know. Either way, great stuff. Let's see if you can spot what the difference is before I tell you what it is. So we're going to go through the rankings right now. Tyson Fury is, of course, the Ring magazine heavyweight champion, the holder of the Rocky Balboa belt, two-time champion, of course, along with his WBC and lineal, for those of you who put any kind of stock into lineal. Anyway, the number 1 is Anthony Joshua, 2 Deontay Wilder, 3 Dillian Whyte, 4 Joseph Parker, 5 Andy Ruiz Jr., 6 Luis Ortiz, 7 Michael Hunter, 8 Alexander Povetkin, 9 Oscar Rivas, and number 10 Alexander Usyk. So, Anthony Joshua, number 1, of course, he is the unified heavyweight champion. Let's not get it confused with undisputed. He's unified, meaning he's got more than one belt. He's got the WBA, he's got the IBO, WBO, and IBF. Two-time, of course. Deontay Wilder being number 2, former WBC heavyweight world champion. Dillian Whyte, the current WBC interim world heavyweight champion, meaning if anything was to happen with the current champion, Tyson Fury, as in if he was to get stripped or vacate the belt, whatever it may be, Dillian Whyte as interim champion will be elevated to full WBC super champion. That's what interim status means. Number 4, Joseph Parker, former WBO world heavyweight champion. Number 5, Andy Ruiz Jr., former unified heavyweight champion for the same belts Anthony Joshua has currently got. When he defeated Anthony Joshua, then of course lost him in the rematch. Luis Ortiz, former nothing. Michael Hunter, currently former nothing. Number 8, Alexander Povetkin, former WBA world heavyweight champion, regular champion of course. Number 9, Oscar Rivas. And number 10, Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight world champion. So, I'm sure a lot of you may have already noticed it, but if you haven't, I'll point it out to you. Joseph Parker has jumped from number 6 to number 4. Last month's number 4 was, in fact, Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz has been dropped down to number 6. This was one of our gripes, wasn't it? Why was Luis Ortiz ranked so high? And the way that the editors of Ring magazine were coming back to me was that it's not always based on the result of a fight. They base a lot of it on performance in a fight. So, yes, he got 2 knockout losses to Deontay Wilder, but he battered the crap out of Deontay Wilder in both of those fights up until he got stopped. That's why they were justifying his ranking. I said I understood that, but I still don't agree with it. Either way, they've now dropped him a couple of positions. But again, that could just be down to the fact that Joseph Parker, he does have a win over Derek Chisora. Again, this isn't about whether or not you believe Joseph Parker beat Derek Chisora or Derek Chisora beat Joseph Parker. It was a right result, wrong result, whatever it may be. Officially, he's got a win over Derek Chisora. Andy Ruiz Jr., of course, has now got a win over Chris Arreola. So both of these guys have had a fight and they both won. Luis Ortiz has yet to have a fight, so of course he gets leapfrogged by both of these gentlemen. Okay, but again, hopefully Luis Ortiz, we get to see him in a good fight. Hopefully against a Andy Ruiz Jr. or a Dillian Whyte. I mean, I'll certainly watch that one, or a Alexander Usyk if the Joe Joyce fight doesn't happen, or Michael Hunter if the Filip Hrgović fight doesn't happen. Either way, I want him to fight a live opponent, please. Pretty please, no more of the Alexander Floreses of the world. Stop padding up your resume, Ortiz. Let's see how good you are. So, number 7, Michael Hunter, no change. No change for Povetkin, no change for Rivas, and no change for Alexander Usyk. Now, I'm not too sure if Oscar Rivas should be in the top 10. And I'm not too sure he should be above Alexander Usyk, if I'm being brutally honest. Personally, I would probably drop Oscar Rivas, again, as he is going to be fighting for the currently vacant, newly created WBC Bridgerweight Championship against Bryant Jennings. Of course, that would be a rematch. So if I was Ring Magazine, I'll probably bump him off that. Not that I really think that he's even earned that kind of position anyway. I mean, yes, he does have a win over Bryant Jennings, and yes, he put on a pretty good performance against Dillian Whyte. And yes, he did drop Dillian Whyte as well in that fight, but he lost the fight, and has he had one fight since, or maybe no fight since, and that's quite a long time ago. But for me, I'll probably put in there Joe Joyce, if I'm being brutally honest. You can put Usyk into number 9 and Joe Joyce into number 10, or which way around. I'll probably put Michael Hunter in at number 10 if I'm being brutally honest, and Luis Ortiz behind Povetkin. But either way, the rankings ain't too bad. When you look at the rankings overall compared to the other sanctioning bodies, I think the Ring Magazine have it as close as what we will probably like to get. You're never going to agree with any particular rankings. I can give you my top 10, my top 15. Most of you won't agree. You'll probably say it's not bad, but jig around this person, this person, and this person, and you've probably about got it. That's what a lot of people will do. Nobody's ever going to agree with anything. So, but I think the Ring Magazine is probably as close to it as most of us would like it. But as I said, if I could just make some personal tweaks, I'll probably bump down Luis Ortiz by a couple of positions, remove Oscar Rivas, insert Joe Joyce. Other than that, not bad at all. Not bad. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.